When closing your pool and attaching your winter cover, there's a couple different methods you could use to get that cover on there nice and tight. It's really important to make sure that cover stays on your pool, because remember, at this time you've already got your water balance, you've got your chemicals for your winterization in the pool already, and if that cover blows off the pool or pulls into the pool and all that rainwater and leaves and things dump into your pool, you've kind of defeated the purpose. So attaching the cover to the pool is really, really important. So I'm going to show you the cable and winch method, which at American Sail comes standard with all of our covers. So there's a nice heavy-duty wire cable that's coated to weave through your eyelets of your cover. The way I suggest is kind of going from under the pool through the eyelet, and since it's a double eyelet, then come back over the top and through it. And what this is going to do for you is when you get to the end, you're going to come back through, so that way the metal winch that comes with it will be on the outside of the cover, versus if you ended up underneath, that could be under the cover and potentially scratch your pool. The way this winch works is it's a simple crank, and the cable goes through each end, through the center, and what you do is you feed the cable through, pulling out any slack first. Get it as tight as you can on both ends, pulling out the slack. Once you get it to where most of the slack is pulled out, what you're going to do is just start cranking it like a ratchet. Crank it. It's going to draw closer and closer to the pool. Get it nice and tight, like a guitar string per se, and then you're done. Cover's fastened. When attaching your winter cover to your pool, if you happen to live in an area that gets high winds, frequent thunderstorms, or just want an extra level of protection to ensure that that cover doesn't blow off your pool, you can add one of 3 different types of cover clips to your pool. The first one here is designed to be used in conjunction with the winter cable that comes with the cover. With this clip, what you want to do is use 3 of them per section of top rail, and you can see what happens is they just kind of flex open here. So when you get your pool, just kind of flex it open, get an edge on there, slide it up on the pool. And what that's going to do when you get one on the right, one in the center, one on the left, is it's going to help stop some of the wind from getting under that cover and give it another pinch point to secure that cover to the pool. The next cover clip is a 2-part cover clip. This clip holds really, really tight to the pool. They come in a package like you'll see here, and what you'll do is kind of just slide the 2 pieces apart. There's an inside cover clip that goes actually on the top rail of the pool. Then your cover is going to wrap over that. Then the second clip is going to kind of sandwich the cover to the first clip. That creates a bond that's really, really tight and hard to separate. So I'll show you how that works here. First, and on this one you want the flat side towards the body of water. Put that on the pool. Wrap your cover over it, and then go ahead, snap the clip on there, and you will see that cover is not going to go anywhere. Again, we recommend 3 of those per rail. If you could fit more, if you want to fit more, go ahead, but 3 per rail should do the trick. And finally, the third clip that we recommend is going to do the tightest bond of getting that cover attached to the pool. Again, it's a 2-piece cover clip, similar to the smaller ones I showed, but this is one long section. So now you're not going to be allowing as much wind to get by any voids or gaps. It attaches exactly the same way, which I'll show you. Again, the flat side goes towards the body of pool water. Kind of walk it along. Drape your cover over the clip, and now you're going to take the outer part and sandwich the cover to the part that's on the pool. Just walk your hand along, pushing up tight as you go. Again, this is going to really hold that cover on there tight. It'll snap on at the end, and you're done. That cover's on there real tight now. And finally, the last method to attach that winter cover to your swimming pool when closing it is a winter cover wrap. This is if you live in the real high wind areas, if you just want that extra level of protection, even beyond the cable or even the clips, you could do this by itself or on top of those. And what this does is really secures your cover to your pool so the wind's not blowing it around and almost sanding down the finish of your top rail of your pool. And by keeping the wind from getting under that and blowing your pool's gonna look better, longer, and you're less likely that the cover's gonna blow off over your winter time. The way this works is once your cover's around your pool, you just simply take this roll, kind of get it started, and then you're just gonna drape it around the pool nice and tight. And just walk around that pool as much as you can, getting a nice tight bond, securing that cover to your pool. It's that easy, and your pool will look great, and your cover's gonna stay on. Once your winter cover is on your pool, it should resemble this. Even overlap around the pool. We've got cable, clips. We're showing this with the premium cover and our ice compensator located in the center of the pool. When you follow these simple steps, not only is your pool gonna stay protected from the harmful elements of winter, but also you're gonna give yourself a lot easier time next spring when it comes to opening the pool. That water underneath that cover is gonna be crystal clear, and you're gonna be able to enjoy that pool and start swimming earlier than ever. Another tip I have for you is once your cover is on the pool, secured, you got your ice compensator in place, take your garden hose, spray some water on top of that cover. Just enough water that you'll see it surround the ice compensator. What that does is gets a little bit of weight on top of that cover so the winds that come through don't lift this cover up like a parachute. It's just gonna secure it a little bit better that way. Another option would be to come to American Sail, get some water tubes, fill them about halfway to 2/3 with water, and you can lay those on top of the cover around the pool. That'll give enough weight to prevent it from parachuting up and just make it a better experience for you overall. During the winter months, while your pool is sitting all winterized and closed up, there's just a little bit of maintenance that you're going to want to perform. As we get heavy rains in the fall and through the early winter, or snowfalls may happen and melt, you're going to end up getting a body of water on top of your cover. It's very important that you don't let that water get too high because water is very heavy. As that water gets higher and higher, what happens is it puts a lot of tension and stress pulling down on your winter cover. It's undue stress on your top rails of the pool, and it's just a good practice to remove that water from on top of the cover. We've got two methods that you could use. The first is a manual method, which is a cover siphon. This is a nice product because it's very heavy weighted base, many holes so it doesn't clog. And what you're gonna do is put this into the pool on top of the cover in the area where most of the water is pooling up at. Once that's in the pool, you could cut this clear hose to length where this part, the hand pump, is hanging over the edge, lower towards the bottom of the pool height. Then you will squeeze this pump until a steady flow of water is coming out of it. Then you could walk away and that siphon will continue until the cover is drained to the level of this on top of the pool cover. The other option would be in an automatic method with an electric water pump. This pump is really nice and easy to work with because it literally just screws on to a garden hose. It's got a mesh bottom, like a foam mesh, so that way leaves, dirt, debris won't clog up the pump or block the impeller. And with this one, you plug it in to the GFI outlet that your pool filter is plugged into, so it's just as safe, and run it until the water is down off the cover to where you'd like it to be.